Hi all, it's Monday again, so that means it's Malik Mondays with Brianna. This week's theme is to a parody of a One Direction song, so just rewrite a song and just read it out kind of thing. But instead, I am not doing that. I feel like I need to go on a little rant here, and this has just been eating away at me for the past week and a bit, actually the past 2 weeks, but this past week it's really gotten to me. So I feel like I need to say a few things. I need to rant a little bit. So normally I wouldn't do these kinds of things because I just don't want my cat's being weird. Normally I wouldn't do these kinds of things because normally I would go along with this week's theme, but this just is driving me absolutely nuts, and I feel like I need to say something. So I'm going to start off with saying I recently tweeted on my personal account, 90% of the time when I log onto Twitter, this fandom is in a civil war, but instead of fighting for land, they're fighting over the boys. So my cat wants to meet you guys, first of all. This is Candy, this is my cat. I tweeted that because there's so much arguing in this fandom that it is actually driving me nuts. Specifically between the UK and the US direction. Oh my god, cat. Specifically between the UK and the US directioners, I see stupid indirect petty remarks from the UK fans towards the US fans. Pretty much just saying like that they're taking the boys away from the UK fans and that the boys are forgetting the UK fans and yada yada yada. First of all, if you would go back like maybe the past week and read the boys' tweets, they have said that they have missed home. So go back. I'll wait 5 seconds for you to go back and look. I'll sit here and pet my cat for 5 seconds. Okay, so go. Okay, you've looked? Okay, good. So the boys do miss home. They do miss home. They will never ever forget about you, UK fans. They can't. Because, first of all, A, you're home. B, you put them to where you've gotten them to where they are today, so thank you for that. You have made them who they are, you have molded them, you've sculpted them, so they will never ever forget about you, UK fans. So you need to stop with the stupid petty remarks directed towards the US fans and any other fandom that you have been trying to start fights with. Because first of all, we're supposed to be a family. We're not supposed to fight. Okay, we're not supposed to fight. Families aren't supposed to tell each other to die and yada yada yada. Like, come on now. This is actually getting really stupid. And this is mainly on Tumblr. I've been seeing this. Directioners have been sending other directioners hate on Tumblr anonymously, but I've seen actually some people get some balls and actually send it where you can see their URL. So, when you go and send someone on Tumblr and you tell them to die, that does not make you mentally right in the head. I think you would need to go see someone about that. Maybe go talk to someone about it. Just vent to this person. I'm not saying that you need to go on medication for this. I'm just saying that maybe you need to go talk to someone about this. Maybe go see a therapist. My mom works in psychiatry, so if you need to go see a therapist, you can ask me and I will help you out with that. Yeah, I'll point you in the right direction. Okay, yeah. When you tell someone to die, to go kill themselves, to like never exist on this planet ever again, like they're never coming back, they do kill themselves, it either makes you jealous or you're doing it because you want someone's life to be worse than yours. So Directioner fans, stop sending hate to one another on Tumblr because it's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and it's uncalled for and it's mean, and what if that person actually does take their life? Then all the blame lands on you. I don't think personally, I have never sent hate, but if I ever had and someone had gone and killed themselves, I don't think I'd be able to live with myself. So if someone had went and killed themselves, would you be able to live with yourself? I don't really think you would. People are only saying these things on the internet, anonymously most of the time. You wouldn't, if you saw this person walking on the street, would you actually go up to them face to face and tell them to go kill themselves? You wouldn't have the balls to do that. You really would not have the balls to do that. The only reason you are sending hate is because you are hiding behind a computer. Grow some balls and stop with the hate in this fandom. There's been stuff said, I guess, from the Wanted, about One Direction, and I could really care less what they think. I could really care less what any other fandom has to say towards Directioners, whether we're obsessed or whatever. I could care less, because it doesn't affect me. It does not affect me, and it won't affect you when someone says they hate One Direction, when another fandom says they hate One Direction. It will not affect you in any other way, shape, or form. And when you fight with another fandom, does that make you any better than that fandom? So, for example, the Beliebers and Directioners have been fighting a lot in the past. I think it's been resolved a little bit. I mean, I'm sure there'll always be that tension there. But when you fight with one another, neither group is better. Neither fandom is better. So you need to stop with that. Now, when some random person calls One Direction ugly or stupid or they can't sing or whatever, I like to think of it as more for me. You don't like One Direction? More for me. More for me. More for me. That's all you have to think. So stop and think when someone hates on One Direction. Just stop and think and say, more for me. Now, One Direction and Nickelodeon. You people need to stop freaking out about this. People were freaking out because they thought One Direction was going to do a TV show on Nickelodeon, and they thought that it was going to change the boys drastically, and that they're not Nickelodeon material. I think they, like I said, I don't think they aren't Nickelodeon material, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I wasn't on Twitter tweeting my whole entire life away saying, oh no, the boys are going to be on Nickelodeon. No, 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 no. Like I said, I know that they're not doing the show now. But I would have preferred, that they wouldn't do the show, and I kept that on the inside. I'm not going to go tweet about it and waste my time tweeting about it when it wouldn't have made a difference. And like another thing is too, like I said, I don't think the boys are Nickelodeon material. Because did you see Harry's shirt the other day at the Philly signing? Yeah, that's like rated R. That is totally not Nickelodeon material. So I'll give you, like, go on Tumblr, go check it out, go check on Tumblr, and I'm sure there'll be like tons of those pictures with the boys holding the puppies, and you look at Harry's shirt. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Directioners and the 1D management. If Simon Cowell thought the boys were being handled horribly, he would have changed the management by now. But obviously, the boys are being handled in the best way possible. So tweeting about it and saying that One Direction needs new management is not going to make a difference. In the end, it's up to Simon Cowell and the boys. This is what I'm seeing as a Canadian Directioner, and I'm glad I got this rant out. So I did not mean to upset anybody in any way, shape, or form. If this has upset you, I did not mean to call out UK Directioners specifically. This is just like my examples of the hate in this fandom, and I really think it needs to stop. And I think hate towards other fandoms needs to stop. And I think hate on Tumblr needs to stop. And just stop tweeting about things that are not going to change. Stop wasting your time. Fill this fandom with love and peace. So, yeah, words from a hippie right here. Okay, so I will be seeing you guys next week, and I'm sorry I didn't do this week's theme, so bye.